Yeah,
I want to be a.
This
on
page
this.
is
this.
great.
Okay.
I'm reading this for Sherry.
What about me?
No,
Not for
Emily.
me? No, I can't. I will not. I will just stick to my hard-boiled egg. How about that?
Don't, he said softly.
I have to read.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is good.
Hold on.
Wait. I need to document this.
Don't wait anything for me, please.
Please.
And because she wanted that too, she slid her heels along the smooth cotton and held out her arms in her own plea. Come to me.
I love his like phrasing.
And he has such a low voice. It's really romantic.
When in Rome. Wait, okay. Shh.
Where are we anyway?
Just kidding.
Okay, go.
We're ready.
Come on.
I'm ready.
Okay. This is the best line. He shucked his pants.
Finish the sentence.
He shucked his pants in one swift move. She had the brief impression of thick strength, and then he was off his feet and in her arms, his shaft nudging at her entrance, even as he took her mouth in yet another devastating kiss.
I shoved my pants.
Where they just like break away.
Great.
Yeah, we had a long discussion earlier about how that might be possible.
That's not even half the page. That's like two paragraphs.
Oh.
Lauren twined her arms around his neck and tilted her hips, asking for all of him, and he leaned more of his weight into her, taking her body 1 inch at a time. She stretched around him in degrees, going from breathtakingly tight to deliciously full. He lifted his head as he joined them at the sentence makes no sense. Her eyes closed with the goodness of the completion.
Like that fast, seriously?
Not even half a page. I mean, come on. Don't, Matthias whispered to her. Don't shut me out like that either. Smiling, she lifted her lashes. Doesn't it feel good? He rocked a little in the cradle of her body. What do you think? I think it feels just like Goldilocks. He
What?
said.
It says it.
For real.
Not too hot, not too
And that's
cold,
exactly what
not
it
too
is.
hard, not too soft, not too hard,
I
not
was
too
like, what
soft,
is this?
I'm
Egg
scared.
just right.
Get it away from me.
And of course, those were her exact thoughts. And of course, to hear them from his lips, his husky, heavy with desired voice, only made her more certain that she was in the right place with the right man.
Damn.
That's all we get. Oh.
And then you gotta
That's your
share,
preview.
you gotta share the part about your wife.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
So I took a picture of that and sent it to my wife. And hold on, I go
She's
back.
already
Wait, there's a
thinking
lot of
about
this section. I sent the picture and I said, thinking of you. And she's like, wow, just wow. I read the whole page and ... Well, I'm definitely thinking of you now.
Oh, he was making her laugh again, and that made her wiggle against his lap.
What is this, Lolita?
She was so, well, captivated by the powerful feeling and the sound it gave her that she leaned into his bus, bus him on the mouth. What's a bus? B-U-S-S. Which she turned into a real kiss. Next thing she knew, their tongues were twining and their hands were buried in their hair. I'm really around.
It's just
Buried in their hair again. He was pouring off of him and his skin tasted like a tiny bit salty. And she kissed the corner of his mouth. The bottle was I want to bottle up this feeling, she told him, awed by the strength of his sexual chemistry. Who knew? We could market it and make $1 kabillion.
What?
It says
$1 kabillion is a lot. Oh, Joel's not even here. Ah.
I'll just start that paragraph
Damn
again.
it.
I won't start it to see if we had any hard limits.
Okay. Next thing she knew, their tongues were twining and their hands were buried in his hair again. He was pouring off of his body and his skin tasted a tiny bit salty as he kissed the corner of his mouth. I wanted to bottle up this feeling, she told him, awed by his strength. Sexual chemistry, who knew? We could market it and make $1 kabillion. $1 kabillion is a lot, he muttered. $1 kabillion is a lot, he muttered, then turned his attention to her left ear. Goosebumps sprinted across every inch of her skin and as his tongue feathered all over the rim to tickle the lobe. $1 kabillion 10, she corrected herself. In the first year.
No.
Whoa.
No. Oh my god.
He traveled back to her mouth and took his time there, leisurely playing with all of the surfaces. Her breath backed up in her lungs as she sucked her bottom lip to his mouth. Her fingers tightened up on the scalp when he slid the tip of his tongue along the damp skin inside her upper lip. She moaned and then thrust inside her mouth, filling with his purpose and male demand. Yeah. And all while she was
She's like, yeah, I get that.
excruciatingly aware of her nakedness under the robe, of her bareness resting against his pant legs. The soft wool scratched at her skin, now sensitized as it was by the kisses that never let up, and the hands that never wandered beyond her hair and her face. Okay, but I'm at my page limit.
You're at one page.
Oh,
Do we just pass it on?
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
Okay, I would
Hey,
like
Krista,
everyone continue there or
find
find
something
us something new.
No.
Stop.
Don't stop.
Don't.
I'm not a good reader.
Stop.
You
I'm
have
not a computer.
No. Adam in the voice.
Yeah.
Adam in the voice.
Okay, this will
Well,
be
I'm
fantastic.
previewing it.
No, okay, I'll read this last part.
We gotta get it past the editor.
Why preview it first?
Because it might just be boring and like
Oh.
not leading.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, preview it because I need to recover.
He's getting a little hot over there.
Get a little burned out, will you? Wait.
Yes. Okay, whatever that was, yes.
No, I'll read
Oh, it's the end of a
Wait,
chapter
wait,
though.
yeah. You gotta
This
read
is
this.
one paragraph.
What's that mean?
Well, usually like the
It's
good
good.
stuff ends at the
You're
chapter.
right.
Oh. Then we'll become acquainted all over again, Goldilocks. Because the big bad wolf has finally caught the pretty girl. And he isn't ever letting her go.
That's a good one.
I gotta go pee.
Is there any more other than
Let's go over there.
Where's the bathroom in this place?
That way.
I'd imagine that way. The exit's here.
I'm going to grab my.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
bastard.
His
He
mouth?
caught
Okay,
the
he
little.
got
Okay.
Alright. Just a heads up, male and female will have the same voice. I'm not in a place where I can decipher.
But it's in action.
Wait a second. I need
Okay, we're ready.
I need
I'm pretty toasty right now.
Good, perfect.
He caught the level of her ear between his teeth. Her fingers flexed on his shaft and they both groaned.
It's kind of taking away the sex scene.
His mouth found hers again. He parted her lips and he pulled it inside and twined his tongues with his. And the crowded his body.
I can't do it.
I don't even understand it.
Yeah, I can't even understand what you're
I'll
saying.
just read it. No.
Give it to me.
I know.
Amateurs.
He caught the lobe of her ear between his teeth.
Lower.
Wait. Both of you read together. Take turns.
No.
You be the girl.
It's too much.
Which works.
Okay. He caught the lobe of her ear between his teeth. Her fingers flexed on his shaft and they groaned.
Wow, that's like so much better than the accent.
His use of the word shaft is amazing.
That was fantastic. I totally caught that on video. God.
Keep going.
Okay, stop that. Stop it.
Just stand alone.
Put it on the cloud. Hurry.
Sorry.
That's good.
His mouth found hers again. He parted her lips and plunged inside. And she twanged his tongue with her.
Twang?
Twined.
Twang.
He keeps using that word.
Twang.
This often.
And crowded against his body, rubbing his erection, rubbing her aching nipples against his hot,
Whoa, we got
naked flesh of his chest.
Wow, this is a good one.
One of his hands slid from her back to cover her breast. He squeezed.
Squeeze.
The pressure felt so sweet. Oh, so fine, so right. She had to bury her.
So fun. So
And it is kind of emphasized on so right.
so right. It's italicized.
Yeah. She had to bury her face against his neck and dry out the tremors of reaction. Kissing her temple, her cheek, any place he could reach. He continued molding the soft
I
flesh
don't
of
know
his
where to
palm.
look.
And his other hand pulled away the fingers she had around his own straining flesh. Can't take it right now, honey, he said, placing her palm on the bare skin of his torso. It's too early for fireworks.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Oh my gosh, that's
Well, I just want to skim right here.
so great.
Okay, it's fine. She lifted her face and linked her hands around his neck to draw down his mouth. I'm seeing sparklers everywhere.
No! Oh my
I have to save some of these lines to use. I'm
Seeing sparklers everywhere.
really hard to.
All right, let's leave it at that one.
Eddie,
Yeah.
shut your pants! Shut them now!
It's too early for fireworks.
That's funny. We're gonna text all of our loved ones tonight. Like, when I get home, I'm gonna shut your pants.